Dobry wieczór. Good evening, everybody. It's nice to see you all again. This is Darren from Crazy Bulgarian Adventure with another video for you. So this video is going to be about Bulgarian healthcare. So, okay. So from the last videos, you've seen about Bulgaria, and you might have seen a house, and one of the things that's definitely going to come up is, well, how does healthcare work? And I know a bit about this because I did it very, very recently. And I've got a bit of a story to tell you as well, and some things to show you. So you've got two options for healthcare here in Bulgaria. You can either pay into the Bulgarian health system, or you can pay for private medical insurance. It's completely up to you which route you decide to take. The private medical insurance is more expensive, and the other thing that you need to bear in mind is that if you then wanted to go to a private hospital, might have to go to somewhere like Sofia, the capital. Now, I live in the northwest. Sofia is by coach is around 4 hours, 6 hours by train, 2.5 hours by car. So I didn't really want to go along the prospect of travelling a long distance just to see a doctor. So what I decided to do was to pay into the Bulgarian health system. So for private medical, what you would need to do is you would need to see an insurance broker who would go along the lines of an applicable plan for you. The plans I know, and I've heard that you can get some cheap ones, but cheap isn't necessarily the best. You need to look at your own individual circumstances and decide on something that is going to be beneficial for you. The second option that you've got, which is the option that I took, was to pay into the Bulgarian health system. So what I'm going to say is this is for where I live. It may differ because I've heard some different things online, but I'll tell you what happened with me. I got my residency in March, and basically what you do is you go to your nearest town or biggest town or city, find the municipality. Basically, you're looking for a building called the NAP. It's the revenue agency for tax, and that's where you actually register for your health insurance. Now, you must have a translator with you unless you know Bulgarian, because the forms you will get will be in Bulgarian, and you will be expected to probably complete them in Bulgarian as well. So it's a good idea to have a translator with you. Now, where I was, I thought that you had to back pay 15 months in arrears, and it was the same for everybody, because seemingly, apparently, if you can prove that you've paid your national insurance in the UK up to date, then you only pay from that month onwards. But if you can't, then you've got to pay 15 months in arrears. However, where I went, that wasn't the case. I only had to pay it from the day of my Lichna Carta starting. So it wasn't really expensive. It was about 23 lev. Because it's 18 lev 60, which, if I just get my phone a moment, guys, excuse me, and I'll work this out for you. So is it 1860? It's either 1860 or 1880. Let's have a look here. We'll go with 1860. It's the same for everybody. So 1860 is £8.32. That's the each month what you pay into the Bulgarian health system. Mine was slightly higher because I had to pay from March to May. Okay, but it wasn't an entire month, so it mustn't have been May, it must have been April. Yeah, it must have been April when I registered, because it wasn't that much. And then what you do is you pay every month from then on. Um, Once you've completed the paperwork, it takes, and you've paid your month, it takes a couple of days for you to get onto the system. So what they'll do is they'll give you, I've got some documents here. So they'll give you this first. This is like a spreadsheet of what you need to pay to bring your account up to date. Mine was, yeah, I can see it was 23.43. So that not that much. So every time you pay it, you'll get a little receipt like that. Okay. And basically you can pay it either monthly, quarterly, 6 monthly, or yearly. At the minute I'm paying monthly, but I am going to pay yearly because the queue is a bit horrendous when you're waiting at the cash desk to pay your insurance. It took me an hour last week in order just to get to the desk to pay it. Anyway, so you get this. You also get another document a couple of days later. This is the official document to say you're registered, and what you do is you take that document to your doctor. So you need to find a doctor, so it's a good job to speak to other people in your area, or any English people, see if you've got an English speaking doctor, and you give the doctor that document. The doctor will then register you on the system, and they'll give you this form, okay, and it's just basically signed and stamped and has a little bit of information of who I am and where I live and etc, etc. And they'll also give you two other pieces of information, one for them which they'll keep, and one for your dentist. Okay, so your dentist has one as well. And the doctor will also give you this, which is a copy of your record. Okay, it's all in Cyrillic, guys, so you won't be able to read that unless you speak Bulgarian, and you'll get that. Now, the reason, so that's basically you registered under the system, registered with a doctor, and then when you go and register with your dentist. Now, healthcare, I can tell you about on the dentist side, not as much the doctor's side. But I registered with a dentist very recently. She's excellent. She speaks English. I had a filling that was snapped, so I knew I needed it repaired. And she repaired the filling, and she also removed some tartar from my teeth. And that was 22 lev. So 22 lev in English money is £9.85 for a filling and for tartar removal. Now the reason being is it's normally about 30 lev for a filling, so it's still cheap. But you get it cheaper again if you pay into the health service. And you're allowed up to 4 visits between fillings and extractions, where you're allowed this from your dentist. Then you're allowed further, but your dentist has to refer you to a surgeon in order to get a further discount. And what happens is when the dentist completes all the paperwork and everything, they need one of these, which is a book that you get from the doctor. Again, it's all in Cyrillic, guys. I can't read it, but it's got all my personal info in here. And there's part for the doctor, part for the dentist. So the dentist needs it because there's a number on the book, and they need that number in order to make the claim on the insurance. So you will get a book like this as well, which you must carry with you when you go to the doctors, because otherwise you're going to pay full price instead of the discounted rate, because the discount is obviously them making the claim against your health insurance. So hopefully you're with me so far. And then I'm really impressed with the dentistry as well, because last night I ate something. I'd had that filling done and I ate something, and next time a tooth around the filling up here snapped. So back to the dentist I went today. I only phoned her yesterday and she was like, have you got pain now? And I went, no. And she went, right, well, we don't need to do anything about it now. So it was a Sunday. She answered the phone and she was willing there and then to see me. The other week I was in pain and she even said she would open the surgery on a Saturday if it was an emergency. So I'm really, really happy with the dentistry. And then today went in and it was just a case of, right, we're going to fill the tooth now. It was another 14 lev. So again, very, very cheap. I'm really, really happy with it. So I have no problem at all with the case so far. The other week, before I went to the dentist, I had an abscess here. She wrote me a prescription for a strong antibiotic and she also got me multivitamin B complex, because apparently over here, when they give you antibiotics, you are supposed to take vitamins. So the prescription was for the antibiotic and the vitamins. Went to the chemist, sorry, gave the prescription, and it was like 7 lev, which is about £2.30 for the medicine. Now in the UK, it's what, about £8.90 per prescription item, whereas again over here the cost is very, very cheap in comparison. So my thoughts are, I like the fact of the 4 visits, for fillings and extractions, because that's a good thing about when you're paying into something, because it makes you think that you've got to look after your teeth. It's very important, and that you can't just take them for granted, whereas the UK, the NHS is so stressed and stretched that, many people can get these things done for nothing, whereas here you can't. So I can kind of say from both. So if you're in the UK and you're getting a free treatment now, guys, be very grateful. Be hugely grateful for what you get, because over here you've got to pay for it. Even though that you pay a lot less, but you've got to pay for it. Okay, I didn't have the privilege of free medical care in the UK. I had to pay for my prescriptions, unfortunately, which is why I'm so, so happy here that it's cheaper again. So that is basically it. It was just a real quick video about how the healthcare system works. So hopefully that's answered some of your questions. If you do have any other questions about it, feel free to pop something in the comments box. Or even if you don't have any questions or a suggestion, something you want me to do, something you want to say, let me know in the comments box. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. And also, if you haven't yet, I would be ever so grateful if you could hit that subscribe button. So that's everything from me for now. Thank you very much for watching the video. It is 11:15 p.m. which is 9:15 p.m. in the UK, and I am feeling a bit tired and probably looking it. So that is everything from me, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching the video. See you next time. Bye bye.